Hello, Phúc. Hello, Mãi An Tuấn. Welcome. Hello, Thanh Duy. Hello, Đồng 911. Hello, Kim 999. Hello, everyone. Hello, Can Thuần. Loạn Lan. Thái ở đâu ạ? Thái ở Cần Thơ. Sống ở đây Cần Thơ. Sống ở đây 10 năm rồi. Lâu quá rồi. Nhưng không biết nhiều tiếng Việt. Xin lỗi. Sẽ nói tiếng Anh. Hiểu không? Hello, Mi Trang. Welcome. Thank you, Kim. Hello, An. Hello, Young. Welcome to the live stream. So let's get started. I am Teacher Alex. I am a teacher here in Vietnam. I live in Cần Thơ. I've lived here for over 10 years now. This is my home. And I work for a company called DSS Education. This is a very interesting company that I moved to about a year and a half ago. So for many years, I taught English here at English centers and different schools, international schools, different types of students, kids, teenagers, adults, babies, everyone, and varying levels of English too. Hello, Daily. Welcome. And then I discovered a company called DSS Education, and they're very interesting because what they do is they consult with Vietnamese people and helping them to move to English-speaking countries to work. Many times Vietnamese people want to move to Australia or America or Canada and to work and to get more opportunities. So this company helps them do that. They help them with the visa process, migrating abroad, and also the training. So to get a job in another country, you likely need some vocational training related to that field, whether it's cooking or tailoring or meat processing. These are some of the main fields. And so you need that training, and also English, of course. So this company, DSS Education, provides that training. And a really big part of that is English. So to go to these countries, you need to pass the IELTS test. And also you want to go there and communicate in English there. So oftentimes that's the big barrier, is the English. You know, it's so interesting because you can learn a new career, a new job skill rather quickly. But to learn English and to hit a target on your IELTS test oftentimes takes a little bit longer, and it's more challenging because you have to become, bilingual, and that takes time. So I moved to DSS Education about a year and a half ago, helping to lead their English program. And it was so great to work there because the attention to the student was so high, because it's so important that we get these students to their IELTS target. Other centers, teach continuously. Some students fail, some students succeed, and it's kind of like it's up to the student, and it's not closely tracked. Well, DSS Education is different. It's kind of like a boutique English center, right? Where it is absolutely imperative that the student hits their IELTS target, or else they can't go to those countries. So they waste a lot of time, they waste a lot of money, and it's a disaster, right? So this company focuses very much on the English training and getting the students from where they are to their IELTS target. And what was born out of that is a new way to approach English and to teach English. And that's how IELTS Hackers was born, really. So IELTS Hackers is DSS Education's in-house English curriculum. And it's aimed for Vietnamese adult students, and we made it ourselves. So I wrote the book for our beginner level, and now our team is printing the book and also developing an app. So we're in development now. We're close to the finish line. Stay tuned for that. You know, we want to offer that app to a lot of people out there. So that's really how this project was born. It was really, the goal here is to help Vietnamese students get better at English and to hit their IELTS or PTE target. So now we're doing live streams and we're helping people with their English. I'm giving IELTS style questions, and you guys can join the live stream. You can jump on board, just click the request button there, and you can join the live stream and answer some IELTS style questions, and I will give you some feedback. How great is that? So feel free, anybody, if you're brave, you can request to join the live stream, and I will bring you on here and ask you an IELTS question, okay? So hello, Hui, welcome. So somebody asked a question here. Vin says, do we really have to use complicated words to speak in the IELTS test? Good question. Vin, it depends on your target. You know, to get a 5 or a 6, which many of our students at DSS Education need to hit to go travel or work or study in another country, right? They need around a 5 to 6.5 on the IELTS test. For that band score, you really don't need to have a lot of academic advanced vocabulary. You just need to have a good foundation of vocabulary and use it well. So it's not necessary. Now, if you want to hit the high band scores, right, 7, 8, and 9, yes, it is a good idea to learn a lot more academic vocabulary, idioms, collocations, verb phrases, and that's going to help you hit that higher vocabulary grade on the IELTS speaking test, okay? Good question, Vin, thank you. So we have a Vietnamese questions. I'll try to understand. Oh, we got some lag maybe. Sorry, I'm not sure why there's lag. Anybody else having problems with lag? I don't know. You want me to speak a little slower? Okay, sure. I'll try to speak a little bit slower for you guys. I think usually I do speak a little bit slower when I'm doing these live streams, but maybe I got ahead of myself and I'll slow it down a little bit, okay? Thank you. So Nsonic asks, do you think should use grammar in the speaking test? Absolutely, of course. So of course, you know, for the speaking test, we have 4 criteria on the rubric, right? We have grammar, vocabulary, fluency, pronunciation, right? And grammar is important, you know, especially for part 2 and for part 3. So very important that not only you use the grammar correct, accuracy, but you use a range of grammar. And a good strategy is to put yourself in different time periods: the past, the present, the future, right? The present perfect, the past perfect, and to try to practice using a range of grammar for your answers, especially for part 2 and for part 3 of the IELTS speaking test. You know, grammar is interesting because grammar is really telling a story. That's why you use grammar, is you're telling a story, okay? So, especially for part 2, it's oftentimes you're telling a story from your past. So you want to be able to use those past tenses correctly. And we have many different types of past tense grammar. So it's very important that you learn those and learn how to practice them and use a variety of different grammar structures in your answer. Okay? Good question, Sonic. High five to you. Thank you. Wow. So, someone says they're going to take the IELTS test tomorrow. Let's all wish them good luck. Little heart. Good luck to you. Be confident, okay? Here's some tips for you. Get a good night's sleep tonight. Take a rest, you know. You don't need to study tonight. Have a very healthy breakfast tomorrow. And be confident, you know. Sit up straight. Smile, wear nice clothes, and, you know, give it everything you have. Really demonstrate your English. Don't be afraid. There's nothing more that you can do. I don't know how you've been preparing, but you can't really prepare much more, right? So just let it be confident, sit up straight, and good luck to you. I hope you do well. So we have some questions about me. So again, my name is Alex. I am from America, Chicago specifically, and I live here in Vietnam, in Cần Thơ, in the Mekong Delta. So yeah, I love Vietnam. You know, I love the people here. I love the culture. I love the food. The food is amazing, and I love the hot weather. You know, I'm from Chicago and it's often cold there, so I really love the hot, sunny weather. I love a lot of things about Vietnam, you know. Sometimes it's difficult, you know. I'm always the người nước ngoài, right? I'm always the foreigner. I'm always the outsider, no matter what, you know. I live in Cần Thơ, so there's not a lot of foreigners here in Cần Thơ, and you know, if I walk around, people look at me, and I'm quite tall. I'm about, you know, 196, 197 centimeters tall, so I stand out, and people will point at me and look at me and stare at me, and I feel like a zoo animal sometimes, you know. So that can be a little uncomfortable. But I think I'm used to it now, and it's not really a big deal. And, you know, I go to Saigon a lot now, so there I feel comfortable. Nobody really looks at me there. You know, there's a lot of foreigners there. So all in all, I really love it here, and this is my home. So thank you. Yes, I am teaching here. Mainly now I am leading this project, the IELTS Hackers Project. We have a new beginner book coming out soon and an app in development, so stay tuned for that. Yes, I do stay in Vietnam. I live in Cần Thơ. Just think you are a celebrity. Yeah, I feel like that, but I know I'm not, you know. I just, like I said, I kind of feel like a zoo animal because I'm different, you know. I'm an outsider, but definitely not a celebrity. You know, maybe if this TikTok channel takes off, maybe I'll become a celebrity someday, but not right now. Oh, we have some questions here. Oh, Jenny Pham will come to Cần Thơ to meet me. Welcome, Jenny. You can come. We can have a cafe. I like cafe không đường. Cafe đã không đường. No, Jen, I'm not an examiner in IELTS now. I am the director of the IELTS Hackers Project, and I don't really teach much anymore, but I have been a teacher of IELTS in the past. So Vin asks, when do we use looks like and look like? Well, it just depends on the subject, Vin, right? We have different subjects, I, you, he, she, we, it. So whatever subject you use determines the verb, right? So, for example, I look like Barack Obama, right? He looks like Barack Obama, okay? So just review your subject-verb agreement, but they're really the same thing, just depends on the subject, okay? Oh, come on, Ori. Đẹp trai, huh? Oh, come on, yeah. Oh, you live in Hanoi, Jenny. Great. Well, I hope to come there soon. I've never been to Hanoi, so I really want to go, you know. I've been a lot of places in Vietnam, but I have not yet been to Hanoi. So I want to try the food there. I want to try bún đào mắm thơm. I want to try bún chả Hanoi. So hopefully soon I can go there. Thank you guys so much for joining. If anybody wants to answer a question, please join the live stream. You can click request for multi-guest, and I will talk to you, and I will give you an IELTS question. You can practice. Yes, I have been to Ho Chi Minh City many times, Sonic. So TM says, I can't speak fluently. I want to improve it. Just need to practice, you know, and you need to learn and you need to study. So having a good balance of self-study and practice and have a study plan for yourself. If you do that every day, anybody can become fluent in English within 1 year. I believe that, okay? I've seen it much sooner than that. Some people take longer, but I believe if you have the right plan, that anybody can learn English within 1 year, okay? So, new TikTok ID asks a question, how can I enhance speaking without living in English environment? Very good question. So many of you maybe don't live around a lot of foreigners. You know, I live in Kanta, and there are some foreigners here, some travelers, but there's a lot of places in Vietnam where there are not many foreigners and maybe not a lot of English centers. But there are things you can do. I mean, the internet is the ultimate resource for learning English, right? YouTube, podcasts, English courses, resources you can learn. And if you don't really have many people to practice with, one thing you can do is practice alone. Practice in front of the mirror. Record yourself. Find a teacher online, you know, join TikTok channels and come on and you can speak here. So there are things, but sometimes you need to get a little creative, right? You can't just expect to learn English without practicing. You have to practice, you have to produce the language and then get feedback on your English. So you got to get a little creative with how you do that, okay? So anybody, do you want to come on here and answer a question? Please request there. We have some easy questions. We have some intermediate questions. We have some difficult questions and some very difficult questions. So whatever you want, you can choose. I will give you what you want and I will give you some feedback on your English. So we have some people now. How about Jen? Hello, Jen.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, can you hear me clearly? I just see
Yeah.
that you react. How to say? Your reaction is a little bit slow. I'm not so sure the problem is from my side, my internet, or not.
Oh, really? Okay, no, but I can hear you just fine.
Okay, yeah, it's okay now.
Great. Okay, well, would you like a easy question, intermediate, advanced, difficult, or very difficult?
I don't know. Maybe you please choose for me, or
Okay.
like we can uh, go for the easy question first, and after that we can move on to the difficult ones.
Well, I think your English is pretty good, so let's start with intermediate questions. Those won't be too bad for you, I think.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay. So, Miss Jen, how do you stay in touch with your family and friends?
For me, there's several ways that I can contact or keep in touch with my beloved ones. First, I can use technological devices with the internet to have FaceTime with them. For example, I can use Zalo app because currently I am living in another city, afar from my family members. So if I want to have a conversation with them, I need to make a phone call or yeah, things like that, not face to face conversation. And another way, I just need to text them if I miss them.
Very good. Okay, that was great. Really good. I think let's go a little bit deeper here into some more difficult ones. Tell me, Jen, what are the benefits and drawbacks of working from home?
Mm, okay, so when it comes to uh, teleworking, I believe that there are two sides that we can look at. First, when it comes to their advantages, I can see that working from home can offer people with more flexible hours, and we can have a better balance between personal life and working life. For example, while working, you can take advantage of that time to take care of your family or doing, running other errands. Um, oh, let me see. And another thing is that it can reduce the necessity to commute on the road so that you don't need to like use your private vehicle or be wasting your time commuting from your house to your vacation. Sorry, what's it called? Like workcation? Is that right?
Say again.
I don't remember the words like workstation. Oh yeah, that is workstation. And when it comes to the shortcomings, I can see that working from home can be a little bit unproductive for those who don't have their how to say spontaneity when working. Like they can use the working time to do other stuffs, which is not related to the work that they need to complete. And another drawback could be the electricity or the resources that they need to use at home. For example, you need to equip yourself with laptops or other technological devices. So yeah, it's quite like costly.
Wow. Jen, that might have been one of the best IELTS answers that I've ever gotten on this live stream. So, excellent job. Let's all clap for Jen. High five to you, Jen.
Thank
That was
you.
really good. Really good. I mean, your pronunciation is great. It's spontaneity is the way to pronounce that. It's a little bit difficult. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity.
Yeah, that is a difficult word, right? And yeah, I mean, your vocab was very high level. Your pronunciation, your fluency, your grammar, it's all there. I mean, that's like band 8 and above level English there. Okay. So, you don't really have much more room to go. I mean, you're bilingual, you're fluent. The only thing you can do really is to, improve your grammar range and to use more idioms in collocations, for that kind of questions where you have the two sides, right? You can always use that classic idiom. On the other hand, right? Don't use it too much, but that's a good one. And then idioms. Idioms are going to get you to the highest vocab score, right? So, like, for example, about talking about being at home, right? You could say something like, well, one of the drawbacks is it's easy to slack off, right? It's easy to be a couch potato when you're at home, right? So those really colloquial language that a lot of native English speakers use, it'd be a good idea for you to learn some of those, and that's going to help you. But you're there. I don't know what your target is or what your goal is, but whatever it is, you've made it. So excellent job. Congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you so much for your detailed feedback. Um, okay, so I'd like to share a little bit about my English learning journey. I
Sure,
once take
please.
the I once take the IELTS exam and I only got 6.5 for my speaking test. So I was a little bit demotivated and I just kept practicing every single day since then, so that I can do the how to say sit another exam. Actually, it will be in August this year.
Good. Okay. Great. Where are you from? And you're from Vietnam, right? But where are you from in Vietnam?
Currently, I am living in Hanoi.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
Well, I think that speaking is now one of your strengths. I don't know about your other skills, but whatever you're doing, it's working. I don't have any tips for you because whatever you're doing, you should continue it because you found the right strategy. So just keep going, and you should be fine. So good luck to you, Jen.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so I think that I will leave the stage for
Okay.
other candidate. Okay,
Thank you,
so thank you
Jen.
so much.
Bye
Have a
bye.
good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Wow, that was really great. Good job to Jen. All right, we have some other people here. Yahui. Hello, Yahui.
Hi.
How are you today?
Yeah, today I'm great.
Very good. Okay, would you like easy, intermediate, advanced, difficult, or very difficult?
I think I will choose easy with a little bit key. Yeah,
Okay,
a
we'll
bit
start with an
difficult.
easy one and then we'll move to intermediate.
Yeah.
Can you describe your hometown?
I'm currently living in a rural village in the southern of Vietnam, and I think like I like this place so much because this is my hometown where I was born, and I think the environment here is very good. The air around my house is fresh, and I think the people is very friendly. Yeah, so that's why I really love my hometown.
What are some popular tourist attractions in your country?
Some tourist attractions in the country. Mm, I think the first place is Hạ Long Bay. Yeah, and like I haven't like researched for this topic a lot, so I didn't have so much information about this topic.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Try one more. In your opinion, Hui, how important is it to learn a foreign language?
A foreign language. I think a language is a skill. It's not a subject. So, like, if you cannot get high scored, it's the normal thing. The most important thing to me is that you have to practice this language every day, and one day you can achieve fluency in that language because like it's a skill. You like if you be good at English, you don't have to get high score in in that language, particularly English. So I think the most important thing is that the consistency that you have to practice every day.
Very good, Hui. Let's all clap for Hui. Excellent job. High five
Thank
to you.
you.
Great job, Hui. Yeah, good English, good
Yeah.
pronunciation, good fluency skills. You struggled a little bit for the second question, but
Yeah.
all of your skills, I'd say, are pretty even, right? You have a good foundation of general English. So
Yeah.
if you want to do well on the IELTS test, then it's important you learn some of the tips, some of the strategies, the techniques, and build your toolbox, right? So that no matter what question you get,
Yeah.
you're able to answer it. And you don't want to do what you did for the second question and say, I don't really know much about this topic, so I'm not going to say anything, right? So remember, you don't need to get the question right. You
Yeah.
just need to demonstrate your English about, relatively about that topic, right? So if you build up that toolbox of yours, and that's built with tips and tricks and techniques and strategies,
Yeah.
then no matter what question you get, you will be prepared, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, if you get a topic like that, you can, make something up or draw on experience from somebody else,
Yeah.
right? Or just talk about, for that question, right? What are some popular tourist attractions in your city? Well, maybe you don't know any, right? Then you don't have to talk about tourist attractions. Talk about tourists,
Yeah.
right? Talk about tourism, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, you'd say something like, well, I'm not really too familiar with specific tourist attractions in my country, but I do see a lot of tourists around, and I know that Vietnam is a really great destination for tourists to see, probably because we have such a rich culture and they want to try the delicious food here. So, you can use the topic
Yeah.
to inspire some kind of answer, right? And that
Yeah.
is especially important for part 3 of the IELTS test because it is likely you will get a topic that is maybe like unfamiliar to you, right? Or maybe you haven't studied that topic. But the IELTS speaking test is not a knowledge test, right? You don't need to demonstrate your intelligence. You need to demonstrate your English. So if you build that toolbox, right, then you will go in there confident because you will know you will be prepared for no matter what they throw at you.
Yeah.
Does that make
Thank you.
sense?
So like, how do you feel about my English? Like, what is my level English right now?
You have very good conversational, natural English, cafe English, which is a really great starting point. A lot of people jump right into IELTS before they're built up their foundation of English.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I was going to give you a band score, I would give you like around a 6 right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but if you want to get a higher band score, then you're going to need to learn some of the strategies and the techniques so that you're prepared for any type of question, even if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hui. Good luck to you. High five
Yeah.
to you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Không có gì. Very good. All right. Zoe says, I want to try, but I get nervous easily. It's okay. You know, I understand. I get nervous too when I speak Tiếng Việt. You know, if I go in Kanta and I speak Tiếng Việt, I feel a little uncomfortable. People laugh at me. People giggle. They think it's funny, a foreigner speaking Vietnamese. So I understand. But remember, no one's going to judge you for your English, right? Everyone will be happy to talk with you and at least be happy that you're trying to communicate. So that fear is internal, right? It's not out in the world and they're not angry at you or judging you or, so it's just an internal fear, and face your fear, put yourself out there, and you will get more confident the more that you do it, right? The more you expose yourself to something that scares you, the more confident you will eventually become, right? And I know it's challenging. You have to kind of force yourself. Take little steps, I think TikTok live streams are kind of easy, right? Because we're all strangers here. We don't know each other. So, you don't really have to worry so much. We're all internet strangers. So you can come on here. You don't have to be afraid. I'm going to be very happy that you're trying no matter what. So feel free to join. All right, let's bring somebody else on here. How about Hỏa Thúy Nguyệt An? Hello, An.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. Nice to
I'm
meet
fine.
you.
Yeah.
So, do you want easy, intermediate, advanced, difficult, or very difficult?
Yes, easy.
Okay, sure.
My English very bad.
No, it's not bad. It sounds fine. Okay, easy one for you. What do you like to do in your free time?
Yes, I like. I like không biết nói sao đâu.
Không biết nói gì hả? Do you like shopping?
I like practice.
Practice what?
Yeah.
Practice gym?
I want my English to be more good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay. What is your favorite food?
I like it. I like so. It's not for my job.
Food. What
Yes.
do you like to eat?
No.
Do you like pizza or bún đào mắm thơm?
No. I
You
don't
don't like
like.
bún đào mắm thơm? No?
So.
So. Okay. Good. Tell me about your family, An. How many people are there in your family?
Now I am single.
Okay.
Yeah. I have three sons.
3 sons.
Yes.
Wow. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I have a sponsor flower.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay. Yeah.
and I am a seller the spend
Okay.
spend year for one
Okay.
year for construction đó. Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, An. Very good job. High five to you.
Bye bye thầy.
So good job. Keep practicing. Keep learning. Focus on pronunciation. You're a beginner at
Yes,
English, but
yes, yes,
that's okay. You came on to the live stream. You have good listening skills. I can see that. So keep working. Keep practicing. You're very confident,
yes,
and if you keep practicing, you will get better. Thank you.
yes. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Goodbye. Goodbye thầy.
All right. Wow, many people want to join today. Oh, Jenny says Thai so đẹp trai. Come on, yeah. Cảm ơn các bạn nha. Okay, how about this guy? I don't know if he's Vietnamese. Christopher de Gomath. He's been waiting for a long time. Hello, Christopher.
Hi,
Where are you from?
I'm from Africa, Congo. Do you know
Oh,
Congo?
the Congo?
Yeah, the Congo in Central Africa.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm. And actually, I'm a French speaker,
French.
French speaker,
Okay. So
and I've
is
Mhm. Come on,
Is English a native language there?
not at all. I'm a self-taught learner. I've learned English by my own with my computer for 1 year, a couple of months now, for specific purposes because I would like to leave the country to study to go to the US to study in a grad study, a master's degree. So that's why.
Great. So are you planning to take the IELTS test?
With all sincerity, I wanted to take it, but unfortunately, in my country, we don't have a UK embassy. So I will take the TOEFL, but we can have some TOEIC, some iris creation because I have been doing that with my computer for a couple of months now.
Wow, excellent. Well, I see your English is quite good, so let's give you a difficult question. Is that okay?
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, great. Mr. Christopher, what
Okay.
measures can be taken to protect endangered species?
Come on. That's a difficult question. So, as far as I'm concerned, first of all, this is not my field of expertise, but I can give a piece of your body. I really think there are three main things we can do. First of all, we have to raise the awareness of the issue because sometimes people don't really know how relevant animals are in the environment because they contribute to put the ecosystem in the balance. Second of all, we have to protect them, build zoos, conservatory centers, stuff like that. And the last one, we have to support charity because there are international organizations that contribute to the betterment of those animals. But these international organizations need funds. So by supporting a charity, we are actually do our bit by helping them.
Okay, let's try a different one here. How do you think climate change will affect future generations?
That's an extremely difficult question. So we know that the climate change is the fact that the temperature is getting hotter and hotter. Even when it comes to us, even though we are just in the current generation, we see how our father parents talk about their past. They say today it's hotter than before. So I'm sure in the future, our offsprings will see different changing related to the environment. Maybe the summer will be hotter and the winter less cold, but I don't really know. But I'm sure it is going to change if we don't really take this problem into our hands.
Good job, Christopher. Wow, excellent.
Thank you. High five.
Great. Well, welcome here. Most of our viewers are from Vietnam
Okay.
here, and every once in a while we do get somebody from outside the country. So it's really nice to
Okay.
get that different style of English. I can hear that French influence in your pronunciation a little bit.
Yes.
But
Yes.
your fluency is great. Your
Thank you.
vocabulary is great. I know you've been practicing because you know how to introduce your answer and
Yeah.
paraphrase. So it's all pretty much there. I mean, I don't think you're going to have a problem with TOEIC.
Okay.
Maybe you can practice some of those more difficult questions and have strategies for those, right? Like the first one I asked you was quite difficult, but you
Yep.
can have strategies for that. And remember, you don't need to be an expert. You just need to demonstrate your English. So what you did was great. I mean, that was what I would
Thank you.
tell someone to say, right? Is to talk,
Yes.
talk around the question and not even if you don't answer the question directly. So, I have no real criticism for your English. Just keep doing what
Thank
you're
you.
doing, and I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Thank you. To be honest, this is quite satisfactory because this is the first time I've had a conversation with a native English speaker. So, really, the first time, the very, very first time for me.
This is the
Because I'm
first
really,
time in your
the first
life
time.
you've
Yep.
ever spoken with a native speaker.
The first time. The first
Wow,
time.
that's amazing.
Because in my neighborhood, we have an English center and an English club. So I usually go there to practice my English. And we are only homies, we practice each other. But this is my first time I've talked with a native English speaker. So I'm really proud of him because I was like thinking that the first time I will be speaking with a native English speaker, he won't be able to listen what I'm saying because I think that my French accent outweighs my English accent. But to know that you are listening to me right now, it's just satisfactory. I know that. And it's
Yeah,
rewarding because
yeah.
as I said, I have been working on my English for 1 year and 11 months now, alone with my computer. So the fact to know that after all that efforts, they just paid off. So that's it.
I'm really happy to hear that, and I'm really surprised because, yeah, you have a little French accent, but it's very faint, and your English. I mean, you're pretty much bilingual. You're
Yes,
fluent in
thank you.
English, so whatever you're doing is working, and that's testament to your club. I think you got a good club, and you should continue
I
it.
got a good one.
Yeah, great. Well, good luck to you, Chris. Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you,
Hope you
thank
join
you.
us again. Bye bye. High five
Yeah,
for
we'll be there. Bye bye.
the Congo. Wow. I've read many things about the Congo. I know it's one of I think the second biggest rainforest jungle in the world, right? So very interesting. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the big city, and whenever I hear stories about Africa or the Congo and even Vietnam before, it was just fascinating to me. So good luck to Christopher. I hope you achieve your dreams. All right. Very good. Many people today. Welcome, everyone. If you're joining late, my name is Alex. I am the director of IELTS Hackers. We are a English curriculum aimed at helping Vietnamese adult students get better at English and hit their target on the IELTS test. So in the past year, we've written a book. We've written the beginner level book, and we are launching an app soon. So stay tuned for that. We're going to bring a few more people on here. So let's see. How about Nhật Minh? Xin chào Nhật Minh. Oh, I think he left. Okay, how about Mioni Chin? Mioni. Sure, Zoe. Somebody sent me a rose too. Thank you for the rose. Hello, Mioni.
So, hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm just I'm fine, just fine. Yeah, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you. Are you
I'm a
ready? Do
bit,
you want a beginner, intermediate, advanced, difficult, or very difficult?
actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm a little bit anxious because Christopher did very good job. And yeah,
He did do very well. And can you
yeah.
believe he had never talked to a native speaker before? Right, that's amazing. So
Actually, I'm not sure about that because His accent is very good, and how to say? It sounds to be very natural,
Yeah,
like a
well,
native speaker.
I mean, I
So
don't
maybe that's yeah,
I don't
maybe
think
that's
he's
a reason
lying,
why.
you know. So I think that that's just testament to what you can do with a group of friends and with the internet, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, you can nowadays, somebody in the Congo can become fluent in English without speaking with native speakers. So that is amazing. That is inspirational. All of you guys watching should take a lesson in that, that no matter where you are, you could be in the middle of the rainforest. If you have an internet connection and you have a group of people who have a goal together, you can do anything. So truly inspirational. And I think your English is good, Mioni. So let's give you a intermediate question.
Yeah, please.
So, Mioni, can you talk about a recent book you read or a movie that you watched?
It's a recent movie. Yeah, it's so interesting question. Actually, I have a kid, and she is 4 years old, and she keen on watching cartoon, and I also watch cartoon with her. And our favorite movie is Peter Rabbit. Yeah, Peter Rabbit, and yeah, she here. So I really impressed by the character, the image in the film. Yeah,
Good.
and how to say? And I have a feeling that I'm a kid when I watched that cartoon.
Good. Can you describe a memorable holiday you had?
Pardon, can you say that again?
Can you describe a memorable holiday that you had?
Memorable holiday.
Yes. Are you Googling?
Yeah, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. So sorry, teacher.
A
I'm googling.
holiday, like maybe you went to travel somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't read
I can hear the
anything about the topic,
typing.
but not too much on Google. Okay, I think I should turn it off. Um, about my memorable holiday. The latest one is in Cat Island in Haiphong. Have you been there?
No, I haven't.
Cat is beautiful island in Haiphong city, and my husband is working in that island as a sales manager. So I just have a week in Cat for my summer vacation, and the most impressive thing must be the flower and the breathtaking view in Cat Island. And anything else?
No, that's fine. Are you finished?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Good job,
Yeah.
Mioni.
So sorry, teacher.
No, it's
I have
okay. No
not
problem.
too
I can
much
see you
stuff.
were a
Yeah.
little bit nervous, but you did well. You answered the question. You have good fluency, which means that you're able to express your ideas so that I can understand you. What you should work on, and I'm sorry, and your pronunciation is quite good too. What you need to work on more is vocab and grammar. So both of those two questions are asking you to tell a story from your past, right? So can you describe a memorable you had in the past? And can you talk about a book or movie that you watched in the past? So what you want to do, that's an IELTS part 2 style question, right? You want to set the scene, right? You want to tell the story so that you can easily demonstrate your grammar, right? So you want to talk in the past, right? So I'm going to talk about a movie I saw. This was about 2 weeks ago. I really love movies, but this time I went to the cinema with my husband. It was a weekend, and we decided to go to the cinema to see the new Planet of the Apes movie. So you want to kind of put yourself in the past tense, try to use some past simple, past continuous, present perfect, present tense, right? A good strategy is to use, past, present, and future in your part two answer so that you can get that grammar range score at the highest level. And you got a good base. You're brave for coming on here. You have the confidence. I think you were a little nervous, but just keep practicing. Keep practicing with your family, and I'm sure you'll get better. Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you, teacher. And I have one problem with the past tense, like when I pronounce the ending ed, and I have problem with that part for pronunciation. So
Sure.
when
Well,
I
the
describe
three-
something or tell a story in the past,
Yeah, there's three sounds, right? You need to have the t and the d and the id, right? And there is a pattern to how those words are spelled, and which ending sound it will have. I'm not going to describe all of this now, but you can Google that. You can look that up, and then you can
Yeah.
practice it. But just start with past simple and get really good at that. Memorize those past simple verbs and, work your way to past continuous, past perfect, present perfect. But, past simple is the first place you should start. And there's a lot of things you can do. Reading is the best thing for grammar. So start with some simple articles. There's a great website called breakingnewsenglish.com, and you can find articles and match it to your level. So you can get one article and you can click on beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and it will change the article to your level. So if you're a beginner, or you're more like pre-intermediate, I think. So you can go to the pre-intermediate level, and then you can read that article in kind of a lower level, and then you can start to read, and there are going to be a lot of past tense verbs, and you're just going to learn that grammar naturally. Okay.
Yes, okay, thank you, teacher. And can you ask one? Can I ask one more question? So normally, what time you live on TikTok?
It varies throughout the week, but I always do a Friday live stream at 3:00, and during the week, whenever I have free time, I'll jump on here, usually in the afternoon or the evening. But always
Yes,
Friday at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay, nice to meet you today, and thank you for the comment on my speaking.
Problem.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. I suppose that it's time for next person, right?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Nimi.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, teacher. Goodbye.
All right. Great job, guys. I'm going to end this soon, but I just want to thank you guys for coming. I am Thầy Alex, and I'm the director of IELTS Hackers. I work for a company called DSS Education. We provide Vietnamese adults the chance to go work or study in English-speaking countries like Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. And we provide all the training, all the English training, the vocational skills training to do that, as well as the visa services. So look us up, DSS Education. I came here about a year and a half ago, and I was amazed because we have students who start at 0 and then get to IELTS 5, 6, 7 within 1 year, oftentimes quicker, because we put the focus in on those students, so that they can achieve their target. Everybody is different. Everybody learns differently. And, that's how IELTS Hackers was born. It was out of that time helping adult Vietnamese students get better at English, hit their target. So we developed our own curriculum, our own IELTS book and app that we're developing now. So I will try to do another live stream next week. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Come on, yeah. Anh cơm đi. Đi chơi đi.